And a seat. All right. I'm going to start. Can I start that up? I'm assuming I can start that up. What is going on, guys? I know the YouTube's going to be up and running. The tube is working, but if you guys aren't over on Mixler, please go check us out over on Mixler. Do it now. Do it. Do it now. I'll even, I don't know our link. Kevin.
What?
This is not good, Kevin. This is not
What's
great. I don't know our link. Oh, shit. And that's me. That's me. You're hearing me. So I'm professional. I'm looking for our live stream URL. And yes. Live page. There we go. And I'm going to have to probably cancel me out as well. But go check us out. Go give us a like. Go give us a follow over here on the Mixler. That's where you might find us from time to time. Big shout out to everybody in the chat, in both chats, I guess I should say. Let's see, we got Gordon Ramsay is fucking raw. What's up, dude? What's up, David? Diamond Dallas Page. Luke in the chat. Muhammad. Who else we got here? We got Matt, Jennifer, everybody. Got a lot of people in the chat today, guys. Don't forget to slam that like button if you're over on YouTube. And if you're over on Mixler, don't forget to give us a like, please. And thank you. But as always, I got my co-host, Kevin.
I was just letting you go on that one. That's all.
But as always, I got my co-host, Kevin O, with me today. What's going on, Kevin?
What's happening? What's going on?
It's another Sunday.
Another
Sunday. Are you ready for football?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch my horrible.
You're gonna watch your Colts get rammed.
They're gonna get killed. I have no misconceptions.
Oh boy, you're poor Colts, dude. If you guys are over on Mixler, let me know how it's working.
What?
I'm interested. I needs to know. Our category says we're eclectic. I might need to change that. We're recording. I'm going to listen using the Mixler and jump in on the YouTube chat. Get a few check-ins for Jumpstart. Yeah, let me know if it's working on Mixler, Luke. Because on my end, I don't show anything, but that doesn't mean jack squat. Because I don't know. I'm not listening to it. So we had another fun week of wrestling. We had another fun week of the NFL, I'm sure. Oh, my goodness. Am I going to get a message every time that I'm going to get a message on Mixler? I really hope not. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find a way to disable that. Yep, and I am getting... Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to figure out how to... Very good sound, but can't hear other person. That's because he hasn't said anything yet. Say something, Kevin.
Oh, me? I was just letting you talk. You were having...
Yeah. I'm going to have to...
What is that?
That is...
Yeah.
Tools. That is every time that message goes off in the Mixler chat, it tells me. It literally, like, I'm going to have to go into preferences. Okay. Chat notifications off. There we go. Yeah, that's going to help us a lot. That is going to help us a boatload. Now that I don't have to hear everything. Yeah, Kevin wasn't saying much there, June, so our bad. My bad.
I'm sorry. Listening to you.
He's here, though. But good week in football, at least for me. I won $50. Do you win anything today, Kevin?
I won again in my money league, so...
Hey, are you doing any DraftKings?
I haven't this year yet.
You haven't this year yet?
No, but I usually do.
You
usually mid-year for it.
You should definitely do it. I'll hop in. Maybe we should start a money league over here on the channel.
Yeah, we can do that.
We should definitely start something like that.
Willing to do that.
I don't know. I'm sure we could find 7 people.
Yeah. We could probably find 8.
Oh, even better, 8. But either way, let's get into some WWE news. We can talk about the NFL here any good old time. But let me get my notes up.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
So number 1, I wanted to get into No Mercy. We didn't do an after show, and I don't know if we're really going to do pay-per-view after shows. I think we'll kind of leave that to the soup. They do an excellent after show. I don't think there's any necessary need for you and I to do an after show unless you really feel the need to. Kevin?
Yeah, I'm just letting. I think that. Well, here's a problem that we always end up listening to them.
Well, I mean, and they're friends of the show, and we dig them, and they're fun to listen to. So just saying.
I'm. It doesn't bother me either way.
So we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do something, but we didn't do a No Mercy recap, guys. If you want to go watch No Mercy, you can literally Google it anywhere. Just one little tidbit I found very, very interesting with in association with No Mercy. And Kevin, you can stop me if you've read this article. I pulled it up, and it was Vince McMahon being extraordinarily happy with the finish and No Mercy. And I'm going to read you the article word for word.
I read this.
I'm going to read you guys the article word for word. While the finish of No Mercy, both main events angered a lot of fans. I'm getting feedback from you, brother.
From me?
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Strange and weird. But I don't say I don't have any other audio, anything going on. I got everything turned off except for my headphones. Yeah, it should be. But while the finish of No Mercy, both main events angered a lot of fans, it appears Vince McMahon's reaction to this was very different. The boss was apparently happy with the way things went. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the idea behind the match between Roman Reigns versus John Cena was that Cena would hit Roman with his big moves but wouldn't get the pin, and then Roman would defeat him with his usual moves. Regarding Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, the idea is that the Beast would survive several power slams from Strowman and then win with just one F5. They wanted most of this match to take place inside the ring. That's why they was only one spot outside where Braun threw Brock into the ring post. Both these matches were designed to make Roman and Lesnar stand out as two guys who are at top and make it look like there is no one else in their level in the company. Vince McMahon was very happy with No Mercy as things went exactly as they planned, and the company delivered 2 WrestleMania quality matches with clear, non-controversial finishes, which is not saying much nowadays. That's me adding it. WrestleMania quality caliber matches. I don't think that says much since the past 3 WrestleManias have been complete and utter dog dookie. All this being said, to be part of the bigger picture of WrestleMania 34 as Brock Lesnar's strong build-up will make the strongest impression when Roman Reigns finally defeats him at WrestleMania this upcoming year. So, anybody got anything to say? Anybody want to tell me how wrong I am now about how this is still happening? I know everybody's saying they don't buy it, but I'm buying in. And if you didn't see it, now it's time to open your eyes to see shades of it that are now pretty much happening via No Mercy. Kevin?
I don't agree with anything he said.
How so?
How? I don't see the whole point in giving Strowman a loss so fast.
Well, Strowman's had other losses.
I know, but this magnitude of this highlight of a match, there is something to be said for that.
Okay.
Rather, Vince McMahon doesn't see it that way, or you or whoever else. That's neither here for. It only pads up to Brock's. Where you're leading into the whole storytelling of Roman. Beats this. Beast who is put down the Undertaker. John Cena. Everyone in his path. He's taken down. So when Roman does eventually beat him, there you go. There's your coronation. That's what Vince wants to see. That's what he's angling for.
You think Vince is angling for the torch being passed?
Yes.
As opposed to building both Strowman and Lesnar up for WrestleMania 34.
This does not build up Strowman.
I'm sorry, Lesnar and Reigns. My bad.
Yes.
My apologies for the slip up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's to move to build up the WrestleMania. That's what it is. That match, that coronation, the torch being passed to Roman, as he's the face of the company at this point. John's gone away, correct?
It's well for now. Yeah, John's.
But he's going to be 40. How much are you really expect? Are you going to get out of this point?
I mean, Sting wrestled till he was 50. Goldberg wrestled into his 50s.
Right, but
Flair was still going at it just a few years ago.
Right, but to be regular, a full-time member on a roster, come on.
Well, he's not going to be full-time. No, I'm not saying that.
That's what I'm saying. He's had one foot out the door as far back, it was 18 months ago. It was just slowly.
Do you think even just that short? He's had one foot out the door for
I know, but he's really it's come more to a head, I should say. Maybe it's become more accelerated. How about that?
Well, I mean, now he's doing Bumblebee.
Yep, and he's still got his horrible, game show, whatever it's called, American Grid.
That's a TV show. That's not a game show, is it? I've never watched it.
It's like in the same vein as Survivor or something like that.
Oh no, shit, for real?
Yeah, it's like
I've never watched it.
A premise I caught from it is that these 4 ex-military personnel, whoever they are, that they go through these challenges, and the winner of the challenge has American Grit.
American Grit.
So it's the same vein as Survivor, that kind of stuff. Just heartwarming stories for the public to ingest. Oh boy.
Well, and David in the chat saying you don't know wrestling. I care to disagree. Kevin is my wrestling guru. Kevin is my wrestling encyclopedia. When I have questions, I just call Kevin. And I don't think what he's saying is that he doesn't necessarily, I guess I'm a little, because you said you disagreed with the entire thing.
I disagreed with why he wants to do this. Why? But
they never said in there the reason why that they said right in there for the Wrestling Observer was to build to Lesnar and Roman.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he wants to do this. So that's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying.
Because Vince McMahon likes big sweaty man. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty.
Regardless if anyone wants to see Roman do this or not, it doesn't matter. It's still going to sell. It's still going to sell. As long as they've put so much time and money and effort into Roman Reigns.
Into the Roman drapes. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Yes, we will.
Patent pending John Draper. But Roman drapes.
This is the problem that hey, if you want to slide right into that, they're moving toward the Roman, the coronation, correct?
The Roman Empire.
By those words, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting to see that. It's for fans, they're starting to see that. Hence the reason why those tickets are more readily available than they have been for a while, for quite a while.
Sure.
And now they're having to have these bad crowds.
Well, speaking of bad crowds, let's jump right into it. Attendance was piss poor at Smackdown as of this past week. If you guys weren't watching Twitter, I retweeted a few of them. You guys can find me at @IAM_the_Wookie. Find Kevin over at
Issues Wrestling.
Yeah, you can find Kevin over at Issues Wrestling. I think we both retweeted it. The Roman drapes were alive and well. And if you guys... that's the Roman tarps.
Yeah, this was a tarp.
That's obviously patent pending for John Draper. All full credit goes to him for the dubbing of the Roman drapes, because they are literally draping off sections of the whole entire stadium. And I don't know why. I mean, what is the purpose of them? Like, is it to make like the seats don't look empty on live TV? Is that the whole ordeal?
And what they'll do is they will lower the lighting. It's a TV production trick.
Okay.
However, because if you'll notice, they'll only show like the lower bowl of whatever arena it's at.
The lower bowl. Yes.
And they'll initially move the people down who had upper level tickets down to the lower end, so therefore it looks more full than it actually is.
Right. And guys, if you're on the Discord, feel free. You guys pop into the waiting room. Frito from Dallas is in there. I don't know what he's doing. He's been hanging out in there for a while. But feel free to pop in there. We'll take some questions here in a little bit. But I'm interested. SmackDown's coming. I want to go just to see and experience the Roman drapes. And to see if that's like how legit this is.
Do that? Is that something that you really want to do, though?
Yeah.
For that purpose?
Yeah. Well, no, I want to go see SmackDown because I want to go see SmackDown. But I'm interested. A little bonus would be seeing the Roman drapes and seeing what's exactly going on there.
I would rather go see SmackDown than Raw.
Well, yeah, SmackDown's coming to Milwaukee. Raw's going up to Green Bay. I might drive to Green Bay. Don't tell Amanda. I might drive to Green Bay.
I think she'll notice.
I think she might notice I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain she noticed.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see the Roman drapes, see what the whole thing is. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I did look for tickets on StubHub. Camera side, the side where the hard camera is sitting, none of the tickets on that side are for sale.
Oh, there you go.
You cannot buy tickets, and only the lower bowl is for sale. Let me see if I'm going to get on StubHub and show you guys real quick. But yeah, they're not even selling the tickets. Now I'm sure seats will open up.
It depends on the demand,
right? I mean, if all of a sudden they have a huge demand, I'm just looking for it right now. SmackDown. I'm sure if demand opens up, they'll absolutely open up seats. Plenty are available. Let's be honest. They're starting from $30, but yes, hard camera sits in section 214. And let me see webcam plus screen. There we go. So as you guys can see here, if you're following us on the YouTube side of things. 214 right here where the mouse is where the hard camera sits. And then obviously it points right towards the ring. From 210, you can get tickets from $31. You can't buy anything up here. Not available. Where you and I were sitting up in section 404, I think is where we were for Fastlane. Cannot buy it. The balcony section. Cannot buy it. Nothing but stuff down here is available.
$30, huh?
So $225, yeah, for section, what is this, 210?
$30.
$31. I was thinking about sitting right here, $80. I'm not spending $220 to sit here. You know what I mean? That's where they start. I'd rather sit here. I'd rather.
I was going to tell you. Here's what I would do.
Or you can sit here, right on the rampway, $79.20. 28 tickets are still available.
I have a better idea.
Yeah.
Okay, that 31, that 30 or 31 through 31.49.
Yeah.
They'll probably move you up though.
It's true. I can't say you're wrong.
You'll probably save yourself, $20, $25, and still get better seats.
I mean, you're talking down here. If anything, I'll get moved, I think, to like over here-ish.
Still better
to
value.
The 225 to 2. No, they're all about $30. I mean, once you get into 201, that's where they jump. 203 are at $40.
Guaranteed.
But then all of a sudden 202 through 225 over, they're $90, $100. I mean, floor one is $150. I'm sure that's way up front. But you can get a ticket, 1 to 4 tickets you can buy $80. That's not horrible. I'm sure that's towards the back, but
you got to remember, if you're getting moved up to there and what you did spend, what you're going to be, getting in value,
right,
speaks for itself.
I'm interested. I'm gonna wait until we get more into October and closer to the event and keep an eye on these. Because remember, you and I were thinking about going to NXT.
Yes,
and didn't NXT, the event for NXT Takeover, whatever it was it Takeover Chicago?
Yeah, it was like $60.
That's what they originally wanted. They dropped significantly.
$67.
Yeah, didn't they drop like a shitload though?
Yes.
Right before the event was about to go.
Yeah, I want to say down to 22.
Yeah, I thought it was cheaper than that. I thought we found tickets down to 12.
Yeah, I remember an 18 being mixed in there.
I mean, there is some El Cheapo tickets you could have gone on the cheap, but it sucked because then once you had stadium
Brooklyn
fees,
too, NXT Brooklyn too, they if you checked StubHub, I guess, 10 minutes before the show, that they were on there for with parking and everything involved, you were paying like $17-18. That's crazy.
Well, okay, so I was hearing for back to Brooklyn too. You were also hearing stories of they were just giving them away.
Yeah, for like $10.
Well, no, they were actually giving them away. Like they were like, "Here's your ticket." I heard people saying stuff about here. We're giving you tickets. Here you go. Here's your ticket, and it's like, really? I don't know how much I believe that.
But think about the year before.
Year before you had... Are you talking the original Back to Brooklyn?
Yes, the original Brooklyn.
So that was Sasha and Bayley?
Yes. Finn and... Wasn't it?
KO? Yeah?
No.
I'll look it up.
There was an 8-man tag. I know.
Well, make your point. I'll look up the card.
I'm just trying to think. I think the value. Well, the point is how far, that gate revenue is. Think about that revenue that they have lost, and you're seeing a progressive, decline in live gate. That can't be argued. But Vince isn't seeing this as being a problem. That's what I don't understand. You're losing money that was, I mean, this may be a part of the problem, is 25 years ago was the major lifeblood. And if that TV money is not close to what it was the last contract, he may be in some trouble. The company's not going anywhere, but they may not be able to continue like that.
Whoa, hello?
What is that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was.
I have no clue.
I was just all of a sudden I heard boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, like we're underwater.
Yeah. That's fucking weird. I have no idea what that was.
No clue what that was.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, is that coming from your end?
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the Back to Brooklyn. Oh, you know what? It just might be Takeover Brooklyn, right?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been Back to Brooklyn. That's why I'm probably having an issue. But no, I don't want Back to Brooklyn. I want Takeover Brooklyn, the original. I can't even find the results for it.
Just
everything I click on has Back to Brooklyn 2 or 3.
I remember it was there's an 8. There was an 8.
Either way, the card was stacked for Back to Brooklyn.
It was. Oh yeah, damn right it was.
I mean, but they were saying Back to Brooklyn 2. They were lit. Rumor is that you could get tickets for free and didn't have to worry about it all too much.
At that point, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't believe that necessarily. But I'm interested if I can get tickets. Take some good pictures. I now have the Samsung Galaxy S8. I'm sorry, Samsung Note 8, Galaxy Note 8, which takes fantastic pictures. It takes. Really
I would not want to lug that to a wrestling show.
Why?
I don't like to be, dude. Just having kids enough to go in the goddamn grocery store, entanglements to have with me. I ain't bringing no damn tablet. It's
not a tablet. It's a phone.
But I thought you were talking about a phone. Oh, you got a new phone?
Yeah, I told you I had to get a new phone. Jamie had ripped out the.
I thought you got a loaner until you got the new one.
No, they had some offer going, so I ended up just getting a new phone.
You signed up with the devil, huh?
I had to. They're like, hey, here's an offer. Would you like a new phone? And I'm like, sure, why the fuck not? All right, so thank you to Luke sending me the card in the chat. So it's Jushin Thunder Liger going up against Tyler Breeze.
Yep, which was a pretty good match.
The Vaudevillains with Blue Pants taking on Blake and Murphy with Alexa Bliss. Apollo Crews and Ty Dillinger.
Oh, yeah.
Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin. And I was right. Bayley and Sasha Banks. But the next one is the one that I was correct on. Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. That was KO's rematch. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember that match very well.
I don't think it was really anything to write home about because it was about the women again.
Oh, that is right, because that was after Beast and Beast.
Right.
Which that was a good show.
Yes. Absolutely. So, poor attendance. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, they need to get their shit together. The Roman drapes are not helping. Roman Reigns obviously is nuts.
What do you think is the part of the problem?
I think you pushing the incorrect guys and the storyline. I mean, obviously stories suck. I finally got to watch SmackDown and Raw while I was gone this weekend by myself. Well, not by myself. I had some people with me. But regardless, I got to watch it without, talking to everybody in the chat, which was a different experience that I haven't gotten to do in a long time. So actually sitting down and watching it, it's like, oh, God, this show's horrendous.
Yeah.
This show is not good.
That's what you're not seeing. In your capacity. You are like the bird perched. Keeping one eye on the chat.
Right.
One eye on the screen. You're probably
one eye on the chat, one eye on the screen, one eye on my children, one eye on the wife.
So when we've talked about in the past TV ratings and how you have gone, how much you've stood by the argument that the value when you're talking about your live gate being in trouble, which it is, there is
see,
proof.
but they're also saying that the attendance numbers are up.
Were they up that quarter, or did they go down? They
have been up every quarter for like 3 consecutive quarters.
Okay, then let's see the next one, because I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see.
Because remember, Vince thought the last TV deal.
See, but the funny thing is when's the last time you and I have been to a Raw or a SmackDown?
My last...
When was your last Raw or SmackDown?
That's a
good... Okay, I can
tell you SmackDown. I can definitely tell you SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'll give you both. Actually, now I remember both.
Okay.
The SmackDown, it was in Indianapolis at Conseco Fieldhouse, which is now Bankers Life, whatever. And it was Rollins main event. This was pre-brand split, and it was a very blush. And I got the for it was a lower bowl of somebody for $50, which is a good fucking deal. And that's really nice. It is very. If your new Bradley Center thing like that, you're gonna love it.
Oh, I'm sure. I just hope they put seats for people from actually 2017 in there.
They do. Oh, it's very nice. The Raw was when it was before WrestleMania. The lead up where Taker jabbed Brock with a pen. The contract signing.
Oh, the contract signing?
Yeah.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah. That was the more recent of the two.
2 years, 3 years? Well, I think, okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you with SmackDown.
Three.
And I'm going to kind of defend SmackDown on this one. Because it's just one of the things that I thought about. No, number one, I told you about the article I read. It was a Facebook thing. You guys know I do stuff with pro wrestling, Loot. And they kind of released something on Facebook saying what after the numbers came out, and they said why the poor attendance? What's going on? And a lot of people chimed in price.
Oh, well, of course.
A lot of people were saying, well, back in the early 2000s, I can get 2 pit tickets for the price of 1 ticket today. Is that you think that's? I mean, I don't know. Back then, I was younger. I wasn't paying for my own tickets. Now I'm
another reason why they won't do it with that.
Yeah,
here's something that we're blatantly not missing. Why? Because you can just the content they shove down your throat that you're not going to miss it. You can watch it from home on a screen,
and there's so many different ways to watch it.
Exactly.
YouTube. You can
it's
literally
not destination. Being in that environment, yes. Okay, I'll put it like this. I've been to some pretty significant things in Chicago. Pretty significant events when it comes to wrestling.
Okay.
When I was a kid, very young kid, I could have went to Flair Steamboat at the Chi-Town Rumble. I could have went. I was at Jericho's debut was in Chicago and interrupting The Rock. That environment was amazing. All right. I've been to when Punk won the title, Money in the Bank. Enough said with environment. It was must see. It was destination. I've been to an ECW show here. And the environment, that's when Taz, when he lost and went to WWF at the time. Those were destination. And yeah, you didn't have the accessibility, but if what you're selling, what the show you're putting on is that important. Because think about it. We know the Super Bowl is a destination, right? Or we know, for you, like the Packers or the Brewers, you can watch the game on TV, but going to Wrigley Field, that environment, it's different. So it is destination. There is that types of entertainment that's available.
Sure.
Right now, the WWE, the Vince McMahon, his product when it was Raw, SmackDown, NXT, they don't have the fee. They don't have the destination appointment television, or to either go by yourself or with a bunch of buddies or your family. Whatever. Go to a SmackDown, go to a Raw, go to a pay-per-view. I'll give Milwaukee credit. When we were there, I didn't expect the turnout that it did.
Oh, it was packed.
It was insanely packed. You were more than correct there. And
I always find it interesting. I've been to a few events at the Bradley Center now. I always find it very interesting. Like, you look at the diversity that you see at, like, go to the Bradley Center, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, you'd look at a lot of these people like, you're a wrestling fan? It's very weird, the diversity that's there.
It's there. You have to look, but you're right.
All right. Let's move on to the cease and desist order from WWE and Rick and Morty to the Young Bucks.
Funny.
Well, not just the Young Bucks, but all of the club, basically, or the Bullet Club can't use the Too Sweet no more.
Well, originally this was a gimmick. Okay,
the
you know
Too
this,
Sweet?
right? Yes.
Yeah.
This was a gimmick.
Yeah.
That Adam Page and where he had a match at Death Before Dishonor last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And he where he came out where he had tape on his like electrical tape on his mouth, and his wrists were taped together. And it's about where's Adam Page, where the Young Bucks were. If you knew about being the Elite, if you watched that, but what the Young Bucks do, this little angle there, little gimmick they've been playing, because WWE censored him and they gave him a cease and desist, and that's where this all stems from. But apparently they can't do the Too Sweet, the suck it, the crotch chops. This is insane. How can you patent or put trademark on a hand symbol?
Okay, the Too Sweet I think is over the top. The crotch chops I get. I get the crotch chops. That's DX. DX never went to Ring of Honor, New Japan. DX wasn't a part of that life. So the crotch chops, okay. That's synonymous with DX. That's gimmick infringement. But the Too Sweet, the Too Sweet was, it's best known for the Click, right?
Yes.
And
NWO and the Click.
NWO and the Click. Sure, but that didn't that shit start with 1, 2, 3 Kid? X-Pac? Or did that start with Brett?
Wait, the hand gesture?
Yeah.
No, the history of the Click hand symbol.
That started with Brett, right?
Started with Brett on a European tour. I want to say they were in Germany at the time, and Brett saw it with some fan or a group of fans in the crowd in some random show, and stole it from there.
Yeah,
and it just kind of trickled down.
Right, and that, I don't know. It's tough to say. I think, well, now he owns WCW, so I guess I was going to say it was used at WCW after it went from WWE to WCW, but now Vince owns WCW, and he just kind of let it go for so long. Do you think this is Vince's perpetual, I'm not connected with reality and what's going on in the outside world, or do you think this had something to do with the Monday night the invasion on Monday night?
Well, apparently Vince didn't know. Someone said this story.
But for those of you who don't know, the Bullet Club, which was the Young Bucks, Marty Scurll, and who else was there? Cody Rhodes, or just Cody, I think. I don't think he's allowed to use Rhodes.
Cody and Brandy.
Cody and Brandy. And Hangman Page wasn't there, was he? I'll take that as a no.
No, he was there. No, he was there.
He was there. Okay, so he was there. But they tried to, quote unquote, invade Monday Night Raw,
parroting the whole thing.
Which for me, that completely fell flat. I wasn't like, yay! Look! It's just like the Attitude Era. Look, Kevin. It's just like the Attitude. Do you remember when DX tried to invade WCW?
Yeah,
oh my God, how cool was that?
Look at the history of that, though. How important or pivotal was that? That had nothing to do with WWF at the time defeating WCW. It had nothing to do with it. to think otherwise is no, but that had nothing to do with the demise of WCW. Nothing. That was just DX and Vince McMahon just screwing with them. That's all it was. But when it comes to the value or the meaning that's for historical significance, no.
All right, so my big question to you.
They're going to use revisionist history anyway, so that doesn't matter.
My big question to you now.
Okay.
Does this mean Vince is interested in the Too Sweet hand signal?
Probably.
Does this signify that we might be bringing the club, the Bálor club, together?
No, not at all.
Does he give the hand signal to the Shield?
That probably.
You laugh, but I see it
with the fist. With the fist, though, that's their thing.
Yeah, but they have another hand.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, make no bones about it. The Shield's coming back, folks.
They're
on their way.
Yes,
They've been planting those seeds
since Survivor Series last year.
Okay, since Survivor Series last year. The Shield's coming back. They're coming back in full force.
Now, do you think it's coming back to take on the Miztourage? Doesn't that really, if anything's going to make anything fall flat, that's flat to me. They're coming back and they're going to face the Miztourage.
Well, and that's why they let the Miztourage beat the hell out of who the fuck did they beat the hell out of this week?
Roman. Right?
Roman, yeah. That's why they let him beat the hell out of Roman.
Okay, in that. Wow. So that's all it takes, huh? That's all.
Well,
it takes.
I'm sure it'll be building up more, but you got to remember that Miz is going to have a kid here at about WrestleMania time.
Roughly,
so Miz is going to want some time off after WrestleMania. I'm sure he'll make it to WrestleMania, and then he'll want some time off. Where do you think that time off is coming from? He's going to get dethroned. I would say probably at Rumble?
Yeah.
Maybe before Rumble, but then the feud with the Shield will start. And then it's funny because it couldn't happen because I fully believe it's going to be Brock and Roman at Mania 34. So maybe this all comes to a head Royal Rumble time and Miz disappears somewhere after Royal Rumble. This is going to get fast-tracked.
Miz going to be on WrestleMania.
No. So Maurice is
I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right about after Mania.
Yeah, he's going to want some time off. He's going away for a little bit, which is really going to suck because now you have your next best, in football terms, we always say next man up, right? Well, who's next man up? Who's left?
Hopefully between now and then, someone develops.
Who? Roman?
No.
Who are they going to allow to develop? Anybody who goes up against Roman is going to lose.
Well, they like you to believe, or they put this mirage of Finn Bálor or Bray Wyatt, and that's just fool's gold.
No. That is basically to keep those two away from the championship is all that is.
Yeah.
They don't want those two anywhere near that title. Because if they get near that title, people are going to cry and bitch and piss and moan. And
that's going to happen irregardless to the point.
I was going to say, rumor is next opponent for one Brock Lesnar is going to be Bálor, which I don't want to fucking see that.
But Vince has wanted to do this.
Why? So what?
Why?
So Brock Lesnar goes and plays with his GI fucking Joes? No, I don't want to fucking see that.
Whip round ring. I mean,
the only reason I would want to see Brock Lesnar go up against Finn Bálor is if Finn wins. If you're just going to let Brock Lesnar fucking devour him in one bite, what was the fucking point?
You're building up Brock. So
but you're building up nothing, Kevin.
Don't know.
The guy fucking looks like a goddamn G.I. Joe doll.
And this is the story they want to tell.
I don't.
This is the story that they want to tell.
So what? They want to. I mean, the story they want to tell is we want to push Roman, which legitimately has not fucking worked for what 3 years now.
3 years.
So for 3 years now, this hasn't worked. But let's keep going at it. Let's keep pushing Roman.
What the?
It's frustrating.
I know. And then, but this is all built
for what? To cheer Roman?
Yep. But what happens when that doesn't happen? What's the backup plan?
There is none, Kevin. You know this as well as I do. There's no backup plan. There is no fucking backup plan. They
you're not ready to
one.
He's not ready. Vince, company that is not prepared to deal with those consequences. That's a bad. So
he's not ready for it. He is going to push it down your throat until he has to change it. And there's going to be a tipping point where he has to. There's going to be a tipping point. Now, I'm not saying that tipping point is going to be tomorrow or next year. You know what I mean? It's going to happen at one point where people are like, you know what? I am just fed up. I am just done. I'm just going to go watch something else. Or I'm just not going to watch wrestling at all. That's what it is. That's the tipping point. But the problem is that we're all sitting here still watching it because you and I do a show. So that's why we're still watching it, because we do a show on it. Perpetually giving them things to... They perpetually give us things to bitch about, which then the people in the chat get to perpetually bitch about things. And then it's just this vicious fucking cycle. It's fucking Stockholm Syndrome. We've talked about this. It's fucking Stockholm Syndrome. They fuck us in the ass, and then at one time we go, it wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. You know, he only gave me the tip today. Ugh. But let's move on. Paige returns to the Performance Center.
Yep.
She took some pictures of her with clothes on, I guess. I mean, it depends on if you consider that a positive or a negative. But Paige took some pictures with some clothes on today. Yeah, she's usually half naked in them, or if not more. Or sitting on Xavier Woods. But she says she still thinks she's coming back.
Well, WWE also did the same thing. They posted that she.
So they are going to bring her back.
They're going to get that money's worth.
Yeah, I think okay. If they bring her back, something tells me she's going to job until her contract's up. Job. If Hunter,
they're not going to help her sustain name value.
If Hunter got to eat plates and plates and plates and plates of shit for fucking hugging two guys on an off-the-air segment and breaking kayfabe, what happens when you fuck the entire locker room on video? How many plates of shit is that? And if they don't, what does that tell the rest of the locker room?
That's a buffet.
Well, I'm just saying, what if it doesn't happen? What does that tell the rest of the locker room? She's better than you.
Exactly, and you're enabling her. Showing that there's no consequences for actions.
Right. We've talked about Paige ad nauseum, so I just figured I would kind of throw that little tidbit in there because it's, I guess, fun. I don't know. I don't. I'm so done with Paige. I'm so done with nude. Hey,
just boring, hasn't it? With her?
Hey, well, not even Paige, just the fucking nude leaks. Like, hey, did you see the new nude leaks, dude? I'm tired of seeing tits. I've seen enough tits. You know what I mean? Like, it just comes to the point where when you've seen them all, you know, the whole thing is like, oh, you know, Charlotte to me used to be very attractive, and she's still very attractive. But ever since I've seen her naked, there's that
the mystery's over.
The mystery's gone, yeah. And I don't care anymore. Like, yeah. I've seen her buck naked. She's got one lopsided boob, which most women have anyways. But yeah, all right. Starrcade will not be on the WWE Network, or sources say Starrcade is not going to be on the WWE Network. Sources say that Starrcade is going to be a glorified house show.
Wow.
You didn't see that?
No, I thought it was going to be a SmackDown pay-per-view.
I thought it was going to be a pay-per-view too, but they are looks like it's going to be a house show, and it will not be airing on WWE Network television.
Well, that's disappointing.
Dumb is what it is. And then
Yeah.
moving on, Stephanie McMahon to be back on WWE programming after she's done with her little rowdy roohie or whatever the fuck you want to call this, with her brother and her father, with Kevin Owens. She's going to be back on Raw just for you, Kevin, just in time for Kevin.
Boy. Oh, boy. It just makes my heart so happy.
I know you're excited for Stephanie to come back.
You have no clue.
I'm more excited for the slutty outfit she's going to wear.
She's not. I wouldn't call what she wears slutty.
Tastefully whorish.
You're confused.
I don't know what you want me to say there.
I don't think she wears anything like that anymore.
Well, I mean, she wasn't wearing anything too revealing this past time, but let's. You want to take some calls for the last few minutes here?
Yeah, have at it.
All righty, let's bring in Luke. Luke, thanks for calling in, man. What's going on? Luke's typing.
He's typing.
Luke. Oh, Luke. He's putting on his headset. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. There we go. Oh, you got a wicked awful buzz.
Yeah, you do. He's in
outer space.
No, he's in a submarine.
All right, Luke, you got a super bad buzz. Figure it out, brother. We'll bring you in. We had Rape Master June in here, and then he left. So I don't know what he's doing. He's now no longer Rape Master June. He's now the nice rapist, which is, I think, fucking hilarious. Why would he name himself the nice rapist?
Well, there are no nice rapists.
Well, I mean, did you listen? Was it on the Soup or was it on fucking The Corner? Which, by the way, go follow the Soup. Go follow Get in the Corner. Like, somebody he was like, how would you rate me, June? And June's like, first I'd whisper nicely in your ear, or I'd whisper softly in your ear. And I was like, wow, you're the worst rapist ever. You're just the fucking worst rapist. You'd whisper softly into her ear? Come on. But let's see if Luke's got this figured out quite yet. Mr. Luke. No buzzing. Now there it is again. Are you holding a lightsaber next to your microphone? No. All right. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to take Luke's call. But, guys, we've had a blast. We've gone about the hour. We're going the distance. We're going for speed. We've had a lot of fun with you guys today. What?
I heard that song yesterday.
You did really?
Yeah, The Distance by Cake. Yes, I did.
That's one of those songs that you got to turn up. No matter if you like Cake or not, you got to turn it up a little bit.
Good song.
You got it. Oh, my God. Asuka is on my screen. And that's not oh my God, Asuka's on my screen. Her fucking music started playing, which is fine for Mixler. Not so good for YouTube.
No.
Fucking considering they really like to slam me with the copyright claims here. So, guys, we've had a blast. We'll see you again tomorrow for Raw. Then I'll see you Tuesday for SmackDown. And then right back here again on Saturday for the Bottom Ropes. I'm trying to get a show together with Pops. I don't know when he's going to be able to do it, so I got to get that rolling. Kevin, you got anything going on here in the next few days?
I got a show going up tomorrow.
Okay.
It's all nice and wrapped in a bow for you.
Is this one of the past shows, or you got a new one coming up?
New one.
Okay. All right.
I have some more of the past ones coming up, but doing that, and then going to have Zach as well. So.
Yeah. And don't worry, he will make sure you put like a dash and retro in it or something like that.
Date.
Yeah, date. Dates would be good.
I will date
if you can remember what date they were.
I can generalize.
You can generalizing is fine.
I can do month and year. That's free.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Pretty easy.
Month and year, that works. Just so everybody knows, like, oh, this is from,
July,
way back in the day.
Which
is a Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for coming out. If you're on the Spreaker side, if you're on the Mixler side of things, stick around. Me and Kevin might bullshit a little bit. I don't know. We'll try to bring Luke back in, I think, maybe. And if you're on the YouTube side of things, I'll see you tomorrow. If you'd like to know where you can find us on Mixler, I'll give you the link. How about that? Does that sound good, Kevin?
That's fine.
There's the link, guys. Go over to Mixler, hit the follow button. You can sign in literally to Mixler. You can sign in with a Facebook or a Twitter. You can sign in a lot of different ways, so it's not hard to get it. This is going to be the direction at one point in time. So if you're looking for the Wookiee, if you're looking for the ropes, you need to go over there. We will see you guys later. Take it easy.